Guys, let's read this caption. What David Umahi said, that the Igbos, the eastern region, will reject their own son and vote for Tinubu. Sometimes David Umahi talks like somebody that is mental. So two people will be competing for a thing now. My son and another person's son will be competing for an office. I will leave my son and support the other person. Say who? By what? David Umahi talks as somebody that drinks a little bit of something and goes ginger and start talking something that is not on paper. The Southeasterners will reject their own and vote for Tinubu. It go clear for our eyes 2027. Southeast is for P2B. The earlier the better you guys get this into your head, it is okay for you. But stop deceiving Tinubu. Stop deceiving him, telling him that the Southeast is going to vote for him. Say by who? You people that have not done anything. Just criminality in the office. That is who the Southeast will leave. We are not like that. Tinubu can never score anything in the Southeast. You guys are just deceiving him to be collecting your shares. Like Bajami Amila is doing. Deceiving him and creating a special agency and denying it. That he doesn't know about it. But this agency has a location, has a bank account. But he is denying, he doesn't know it. And the person involved is calling him, pointing at him. He is denying. One thing in Nigeria is that things doesn't last long. 2-3 weeks now, this case will be swept under the carpet and everybody move on, waiting for the next batch of events that will trend online. Otherwise, in a sin country, Bajami Amila will not be in office by now. He will not. He will not be in office by now. He'll be cooling off somewhere in Kuje prison. But Nigeria, because the head is rotten, the tail, nothing can be found from it. That is why such amount of money will be going into a ministry that does not have accounts, that does not have anything to do with Nigerians, just for their own pockets. Nigerians, wake up. This government is worse than the government of Buhari that we said corruption was at the high level. This is corruption written all over our faces. Everywhere you turn to is corruption. Coastal Road is corruption. Nail Fund is corruption. Everything this administration is doing is corruption. Only their pockets that they know. They don't know any other thing but to enrich themselves and their cohorts. Otherwise, how can such a person be involved in this kind of scandal and is just dying off gradually? Well, this topic is for another day. But Dave Umahi, get it into your skull. The earlier the better. You guys tell Tinubu the right thing. He is not going to win the Southeast. We are not people that forsake our own. Dave, you can forsake your children, your family for another people. But the Igbo race, that is what we are. We are friends. We are friends. We are siblings. We come together for each other. Ozu shiwushi, enye karere wanne nala. O wanne na se ozu wanne ya agaghị shiwushi. So Peter Obi will wanne anyị. We will not let him down. We will stand for him. Southeast, emepego anya. Southeast is not southeast of then. We are now wiser. Look at what Abia State is enjoying because they have the right person in office. You can't compare Governor Oti with any other governor in Nigeria. You cannot. So Nigerians are wiser now. Southeast is wiser now. So we are going to vote for our own, our brother, and not a foreigner, and not an outsider, and not somebody that does not care, an insensitive president. We are not going to do it. Peter Obi won't kanye. I get defend on one nine. I will give vote to there. So David Umahi, it's the right time. You guys stop deceiving Tinubu because Tinubu is going to lose woefully in the Southeast. Peter Obi is for Southeast. Peter Obi or nothing. Nigerians, get your PVC. Go and register for a new Nigeria is possible with Peter Gregory Obi.
Honestly speaking, David Umahi, like Yoruba go say, go badon. You know, even you go say the way they talk these days, say you don't even get head. It's not by maybe voting your own or not voting your own. Yes, Igbo people can vote, can reject Peter Obi if he's not a good candidate, even if he's their son. In as much he's not a good candidate, for the fact that he's a good candidate, or for the fact that okay, the person is not a good candidate, is enough to reject him. Yes, you can reject him, but not in this case, because even this lady is trying to say, oh, why can you reject your own and accept other people's own? No. Igbos don't behave that way. Igbos don't behave that way. If Tinubu is a good person and they bring somebody like what is his name, Ojus Okalu, because those are the people that you know, when you mention some of those bad politicians, Ojus Okalu, Rocha Zokorocha, the same David Umahi, and many other of them like that. But I think the number one person who is always topping the chat is Ojo Zokalo. You will see that if Tinubu is the group, they will go for Tinubu. Why not? But this is not what we are talking about. Unlike most of the Yoruba leaders or Yoruba, whatever they call them, politicians, they will come out with their full chest at this age and time saying that they cannot leave their own person and be voting another person. That is not what we are talking about. Peter Obi deserves it. Even people who are from other regions, they are supporting him because of say integrity choke. David Umahi is a pure example of Itibolibo plus Iberiberism is equal to Utobo. Peter Obi will clear everywhere in 2027. And there's one thing people always talk about. A lot of the Igbos are not supporting, especially the politicians who they are not supporting Peter Obi and all of that. And I said it. Whether they support him, they don't support him. How many are they? Did you see what happened in the last general election? At the end of the day, they supported. He cleared all the states. We thought without them, they are just deceiving themselves. The only thing they want to do now, the kind of game, and I'm sure that is the reason why all of them they've learned from Wike. That is what they are relying on. They've learned from Wike to do the dirty job for him. They want to force it, and that is why people are saying you must protect your votes. You must protect your votes because that is exactly what they want to do for Tinubu. They all want to write results, but it will not work like that because as they are planning, others are planning as well. So it's not gonna work. So it's not matter of is our own person or is not our own person. My own person when they do a good thing, I say because now my person, I'll just go in for that person. Don't you see what is happening even with Tinubu? A lot of people, that's why they call them bastard from the Yoruba extraction. They are not supporting him because all the policies he has rolled out are affecting everybody, affecting them as well. So why should they go for him because of what? Somebody that is enjoying with his cronies and is telling people to endure, no gain, no pain.